One of the real enigmas within the history of science is that the original members of the British Royal Society, men such as Isaac Newton, were what author Peter Taylor calls alchemists, who possess highly refined levels of knowledge. Rather than imparting this knowledge to the masses, however, they gave birth to what we know today as the traditional sciences and other disciplines that were much more limited than what they themselves knew to be true.
The birth of science predates the Industrial Revolution, and everyone looks at the Industrial Revolution as a revolution of technology, and then the Renaissance and rational knowledge. But actually it was a huge social dislocation of moving people from community and the land and connection into cities and into jobs and into industry, which almost in any definition would be soul destroying. That they lose so much in that transition and are given then money in exchange. They become wage slaves.
Oh, this is where we are today.
And indeed, you know, for a good couple of 100 years or more after the birth of the Royal Society, you're essentially building an empire built fundamentally on slavery. And so when one reflects that in order to make all of that work, you have to disenfranchise the ordinary human of much more than their land. You have to take away their personal authority, their personal creativity, their allegiance to soul, and that is done with what I now see as a magician's trick, and that is you take them away from their inner world and this inner journey which is strengthening. In the tantric journey in yoga, you move from the base chakra through the sexual chakra, the power center, the heart, the throat. And in the way that I'm now teaching yoga, it's like the base is all about security. If you have subtle thought patterns that leave you feeling insecure, how am I going to pay the mortgage? Is my job secure? Where do I belong? How am I going to feed my children?
Which is where the vast percentage of the population of this planet lives now.
It is, not only does it live in that way, but it's actually, the whole system is promulgated in order to make people feel secure. So you have the bizarre phenomena of the most powerful nation on the planet, armed to the teeth, feeling incredibly insecure, and its population having a natural insecurity for the most part.
In this conversation, Peter and I also discuss his time in the City of London in the boardrooms with those who set global financial policy. His findings were surprising. For the full interview, go to ConsciousMediaNetwork.com.